That's good.
Oh, I see a guy.
Yeah, a guy.
Yep.
Green backpack.
Yeah. Stab vest.
Yeah, so he wants that fucking crash site.
I can probably kill this guy.
Yeah, we can take him out.
Shorty and I are investigating a chopper crash that we spotted a few minutes ago. As we got closer to the chopper, we worked our way around the terrain to a more advantageous position and set up an overwatch for a few minutes before approaching. Another player had beaten us to the chopper, so it's a good job we didn't rush in. This guy is clearly an experienced player, as he doesn't stop moving at all while looting. At this point, we had not had a fight in a very long time, and we were pretty much looking for trouble. One of the most difficult parts of DayZ is resisting the urge to scratch that itch and immediately start shooting. You seldom see other players away from the coastal towns. We're usually not seeing anyone for many hours at a time. We are discussing taking a coordinated shot on this guy, but we just can't get a steady shot. The second player now appears. Lucky we didn't take any shots yet, or we could have unknowingly landed ourselves in trouble. It is likely that this player decided to come out of hiding once they were confident the area was safe, as no one had shot the first player. I spoke a little bit about this in my previous video. There is always another player. We have found that it is very rare for anyone to be playing the game solo, especially at this stage in a character's life, where people generally have lots of gear. These guys have clearly been alive for quite some time judging by their gear. Loot is very sparse on this particular server. While we had both players in our sights, we deliberated trying to shoot them both at the same time, but there was just no good way we could guarantee accurate kill shots with them moving so much, and so we decided to let them go, and avoid the risk of a firefight. However, these players did not leave the same way that they had approached the chopper. Instead, they started making their way into our tree line, and looked to be heading straight towards us. This put us in a sticky situation. We weren't entirely sure what weaponry the other players had, and so assumed that it was a very high-risk situation. We could have tried to stick to the bushes and let them pass, but if we did that, we couldn't know if they would spot us or run straight into our position, and a bush would provide zero cover and pretty much leave us defenseless. We made a quick call to get behind some hard cover and get ready to shoot. By getting behind these rocks, we can make it incredibly hard to hit us, with most of our bodies shielded, and set up an impromptu ambush.
Got him, dead.
Okay, the other one's next near that guy.
Okay. See him. I'm gonna finish off this guy because he's fucking... That guy's dead.
See the other guy. Got a shot on him. Is he dead?
Don't know.
Yeah, he's
You
on
got
the
him,
floor.
you got him.
He's on the floor, right?
Nice, they're both dead.
You check that guy, I'll check this guy. And then we'll get out of it.
When these players started coming towards us, we panicked. However, by utilising the cover in our immediate vicinity, we were able to flip the situation on its head and gain the initiative against the enemy. We were able to put them in a situation where they were completely surprised, and we managed to take one of them out before they even realised we were there, resulting in a total victory. Notice here, we spend very little time looting. I typically never stay near a body for more than 30 seconds. We have just shot unsilenced rifles, so there is a very good chance that someone has heard that and they are already running straight for us, geared to the teeth and looking for a fight. As soon as you shoot, it is absolutely within your best interest to get the hell out of the area. Now, not to say that this whole ambush is without its flaws. For one, we heavily relied on the fact that there were only two players. In reality, we had only seen the second player very briefly before the fight, so what are the chances there is a third hiding somewhere? After killing the first two players, at least one of us should have taken up the role of being the lookout while the other one loots the body, just to make sure we don't get caught with our pants down. Of course, there is a balance here. Take too long to loot and you risk giving third-party players time to get close to your position. Be proactive, but don't meander. Overall though, I think we handled the situation very well, which is why I chose to upload this clip over others. DayZ is not always about who can get the best shot or the most kills, who has the best gear or the quickest reactions. As a side note on this video, before we finish, this server that I'm playing on here is Day1 Chinaris, and it's running an interesting gun mod called Legacy Gunplay. I would advise that you check it out if it's your thing. It's kind of a vanilla server. I generally don't touch modded servers at all, but this mod intrigued me, and I've been playing on it ever since for a couple of months. The gunplay is sort of reverted to how .62's gunplay was, whereas the center of your sights are not locked to the middle of your screen. It ends up making gunfights that much more intense and really making you think about your shots that you're taking. Recoil is pretty terrible, so you really need to have your head screwed on when you're going into gunfights. I found it so fun compared to the regular gunplay on vanilla servers, so definitely check it out if you can. And I really wish more servers ran this mod, because although it is like 6.2, which was a buggy mess, it's sort of polished and feels slightly better in all of the good ways, and doesn't bring over any of the negative points about that sort of gunplay. So definitely check it out if you've got the chance. To close, good tactics, positioning, discipline, and most importantly teamwork can lead you and your squad through many battles victoriously, even those battles you thought unwinnable at first.